Oh, this hurts my soul. What it do, Ski? It's your boy Fail34, and today I'm here with a reaction video to, I was gonna say Riverdale. Then I was gonna say Greendale. To Community Season 3, Episode 11. How's it going, everybody? So, just keeping it moving with Community. Last episode was the musical. I now have a fear of all Glee clubs. So, anyway, let's see what wackiness will go down this time. So, as always, if you enjoyed this one, then definitely be sure to smack that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And with that being said, let's get into it. Cheers. Yeet.
Cheers.
Oh, what the hell?
Why do you look like a wealthy murderer?
I look like an entrepreneur. I'm expanding Hawthorne Industries by investing in
dyeing your hair.
products. It's an automatic security camera that can tell your friends from intruders.
How does it work?
Threat level 4. Your guests have arrived.
It's not calibrated.
Why don't you put your money into a good idea, like Shirley?
Oh, I made that offer the first day I met her. She almost broke my nose.
I have capital, and Greendale has real estate.
What are you talking about, Britta?
To start a business.
The year was 1991.
He's really out here making up for
Physician
being
in
a
Hyde
deadbeat.
Park. I have loved you ever since there was a Soviet Union and only one Damon Wayans. Baby, I know I've made mistakes. Will you, Shirley Bennett, marry me and Andre Bennett again?
Yes, again.
True?
Shall I notify authorities?
When's our culture gonna outgrow this wedding thing? Weddings are like little girls' tea parties, except the women are the stuffed animals, the men are making them talk, and they're not drinking tea. They're drinking antiquated gender roles.
Somebody tell Britta what an analogy is.
I know what it is. It's like a thought with another thought's hat on.
Look, I can't get behind this marriage thing either. I mean, life's too long to spend it with someone else.
It's a sucker's game.
It's a mutual cop-out. I mean, just nut up and die alone.
Hello.
Oh my God, I'm so happy for you.
glowing.
I know, isn't it exciting? Jeff, I was wondering if you would do us the honor of giving a toast at our wedding.
Oh
Good
my gosh, this is
idea.
gonna go
Jeff
so
has a
bad.
lot. Shirley, do you need any help with your wedding? This probably sounds silly, but every time I see a wedding idea I put it in a little scrapbook.
Oh, that's nice. Oh.
We can help too. We just saw the Inspector Spacetime wedding episode, so we know what pitfalls to avoid.
I think I got this. And behave normally.
It's noise that people make when they're offended in all the movies that Annie rents.
We'll try not to embarrass you at your community college library wedding.
Thank you.
Can pitch them our sandwich shop idea? I've already registered a website. It's
Oh gosh.
HTTP.
Oh, I don't know, Pierce. I'm way too busy for that now with the wedding and everything.
Another business venture down the toilet. No problem, I've still got plan C. The trouser bench.
Actually, not a bad idea. I saw something like that on the news the other day.
Will somebody please call all the ambulances?
Can't believe her. We should just show up wearing boring gray suits.
I have an idea. What if we purged all the weirdness from our systems?
You mean?
A full 24-hour weird down in the dreamatorium. To me and our
Oh,
imaginations,
God.
no restraints.
It says like when SpongeBob became
One
around.
more already. Crab walk home?
Yeah. All right.
Are you sure your wedding is the reason you're bailing on this business with Pierce? I don't want to see you slide into your old comfort zone.
I can't help it if I have floral arrangements to pick and a DJ to hire.
Shirley, if that really is your excuse, I will plan your wedding for you. Shirley, do you take this man to be your business partner?
I guess.
Sure. I had to shelve the trouser bench anyway. There are still some parts of the prototype that need to be extracted. I mean,
There's something in my
from
butt.
Meet Shirley. She's modern, she's urban, she's fun, and she's hungry. You probably noticed she's black, but not a stereotype. Suburban black.
Look, this was Britta's stupid idea. I'd rather be with my man planning my wedding, and you'd clearly rather be with Halle Berry in 1999. Because you're not doing business with you.
Hawthorne Wipes fired me. They were just waiting for my dad to be out of the picture. I'm not an entrepreneur. I'm just a kid with a bunch of money. Please help me be somebody. Let me invest in you.
First thing we need to figure out is our overhead. Do you have a pen?
Yeah.
Do you know someone that can buy a pen?
Yes.
He means the theme of the wedding. Right, Dale? Mm-hmm. Same theme as every wedding. Conformity, blind participation, and patriarchal. What about pink?
We don't call it pink. We don't call anything by its name. That's like day one floral school stuff.
Come on, how difficult is this? This one and like stick a ribbon on it. Happy? Britta, that's a really beautiful arrangement. Yeah, well, great. Flowers look good in a pot. There are people dying in Uganda.
I'm gonna have a quote of Britta of all this shit that Britta says. God.
My God, isn't tonight Shirley's wedding rehearsal? Look at how we're dressed.
Yes, this simply won't do. Let's change it into something appropriate for the occasion and be on our way.
I agree. Troy and Abbott being normal.
Really having trouble coming up with a toast.
It's so obvious to me that marriage is dumb, I can't even pretend to get behind it.
You know what I think would make the perfect toast? Shirley's friend and a good guy just saying what's really in your heart.
Shirley Sandwiches can offer students more food for less money and provide the campus with a higher percentage of the profits. Here's, put up the next slide.
That's me! Where'd I get all that money I'm holding?
I'm gonna
Holy crap! Britta, you're really good at this. I know. This may shock you, Annie, but I come from a long line of wives and mothers. Many do. But I ran away from it my whole life. I refused to give Santa a Christmas list because I didn't want to depend on any man for anything. And now look at me. I'm Betty Crocker. I'm Martha Stewart. I'm one of the Steppenwolf wives. What's with you guys?
We de-whimsified ourselves.
Yep, we're normal now.
De-whimsified.
Nothing's more important to us than your second wedding's rehearsal going smoothly.
Hey, did you think of a toast?
Well, yeah. Webster's dictionary defines.
Ah, stop! Webster's dictionary defines. That's the Jim Belushi of speech openings. It accomplishes nothing, but everyone keeps using it and nobody understands why.
Yeah, well, it's all I got. That took me 8 hours and 6 McAllen-Neatses. Look, I'm sorry, I just don't believe in marriage.
I do. It's inevitable.
And the oven's there.
I just want to sound as good at business as you are. I probably shouldn't say this, but I cannot believe you learned all this at Greendale. You're very professional.
I am, aren't I?
I brought sodas. Look at me now, Dad.
Dad? Oh my God, I'm supposed to be looking like a bride for my wedding rehearsal to the dad of my children. I'm coming, baby.
That was an odd dot to connect. Give me an...
Britta and Jeff are gonna get married.
This is who I am. Andre, sorry I'm late. I have wonderful news.
Where were you?
Getting wonderful news. The dean loved our pitch.
Your pitch? Woman, I've been waiting for you for 2 hours.
Oh no, has it been that long? I'm so sorry.
Don't you dare use your sexy voice on me.
Oh.
I thought this wedding was supposed to be the start of us getting back to normal.
Back to normal?
Yes. Okay, I gotta get back to my stereo business. You know my store has been struggling.
But normal went out the door the day you did.
Well, how the hell are we getting remarried?
These shrimp are to die for.
I just had an odd thought. What if once you go from being weird to normal, you can never go back to being weird again?
Hello, everyone. Shirley asked me to say something nice at her wedding.
This is the rehearsal.
Shut up, Leonard. These teenage girls you play ping pong with are doing it ironically. Well, I searched my heart for something nice to say at a wedding, and then I looked real hard. My daddy said he would stay with my mommy forever, and he left. Marriage is a lie, so why do we keep lying?
I'm gonna stay with somebody forever. It's in my stupid DNA. I was born to be a wife, and that's all I'm ever gonna be.
You expect anyone here to believe that?
Jackass, it's a fact.
Prove it, ding dong!
There are a lot of layers to this.
It's almost too conceptual to follow, but
Yes.
I love it.
Just about wanting me back in the kitchen.
I thought you loved being a wife and a mother.
Of course, but can't you see that's not all I'm about anymore?
Guys, cordially invited to prevent a disaster. I promise to put your dreams before mine.
I promise to bottle up my repulsion at the sight of your hair in the drain.
I promise to earn no more than 70% of what you would make at the same job.
Knock it off. Being good at weddings doesn't make you good at marriage.
Stick it out.
It's not something you just stick out, man. All right, it's a risk that you take together. And you don't just promise it once. You gotta promise it every day.
The person you're making promises to is gonna change. You have to accept that.
I do. But do you promise to be patient with...
You accept that 10 years is more than a little while, and that iPods aren't going away, and maybe it's time to let somebody else take the lead.
I do.
You do?
Yes. Baby, I swear I do.
Then I promise I will do whatever it takes to make this work forever.
Well, in that case, let's rehearse this bad boy.
If you let me pronounce you man and wife, you can kiss the bride, and you can save like $70.
What do you say, babe?
Dumb and dumb, husband and wife.
And he's boobs.
Abed, we're weird. We need to be weird.
You want to see something weird? Check out this dance. What did you call this? The Lindbergh Lean? What do they think of next? This is hardly the time.
Or is it hardly the space?
Okay, I see what you did there, but now I have to get back to my Lindbergh Lean with, I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name?
What sort of creature would do a dance called the Lindbergh Lean?
Blowguns?
My name's Danielle.
Constable Reggie. It appears the Blowguns have developed the ability to take human form.
Weirdos.
Precisely.
The board loved your sandwich shop idea. The bad news is they made a few calls and sold the space to Subway, the sandwich place.
What? How could you do this, Dean?
I'm sorry. The board went over my head on this one. And I don't remember being invited to your wedding, so I guess we're even on the hurting each other front.
This is just a setback. You don't have to give up just because of Subway.
Remember that temper tantrum he threw when Adam Sandler stole his idea for Jack and Jill?
You're underestimating him. I think Pierce is a lot more mature than we all give him credit for.
Look at me now, Dad. How's it taste? How many sandwich places did you have? None!
Oh, this hurts my soul. Oh, God. And that was my reaction video to Community Season 3, Episode 11. That was the rehearsal wedding for Shirley and Andre since they're getting back together again. And yeah, I think some highlights to this episode would probably had to have been Britta and her, you know, going through the usual, you know, routine where she's complaining about a lot of things. And the twist here was that she would actually find out something that she was good at. And so I thought they made her probably the highlight of this episode and one of the strongest elements to it. And the one line she had with Leonard saying, you know, people the girls playing ping pong with you is ironically, that was pretty funny. And I will say I like when Shirley gets a main focus of an episode. Recently we had the, you know, the foosball episode, which I actually thought was really good. And this one I felt it was slightly underwhelming to me. I don't know, there was just something about it that felt a little bit off. I found Jeff's plot this episode really, I didn't find it very interesting at all or good. I thought it was probably one of the weaker plots we've had with Jeff in a while. Yeah, even like with like there was something underlyingly off with this episode, or I don't know what it was. Like, even we had the time cuts to Shirley and Britta, and they just had the random like intersections of like 2 minutes later, 1 minute later. That's just sort of how I kind of the feeling that I got out of that is almost how I felt about this episode. I think as a whole, I think this was an alright episode of Community where there was a little bit too many storylines going on, slightly muddled. They try to harp in the idea of Andre and Shirley, but this sort of feels like a slightly underwhelming one with Shirley and Andre's message. Jeff really wasn't up to par with which he normally is, and I think Troy and Abed were just trying to act normal. There was a couple good laughs here, but yeah, overall this was an alright one, guys. But what do you think about this one? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. Probably the interactions with Andre and with Troy and Abed. With Andre were pretty good with it. He was being satirical. But what do you think about this one? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, if you enjoyed this one, then definitely be sure to smack that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And with that being said, guys, I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.